Oh, now, y'all already know what time it is. Say, check me out, man, before I start my video, bro. Y'all already know what to do, man. Hit that like and hit that subscribe button. When you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that bell notification also. Anytime I drop video, you'll be notified. ASAP Rocky, you can hop on, we can kick it, and we can vibe. Now, one thing you need to realize is whenever you see a work truck, whenever you see somebody working, you see a couple people in the truck or whatever the case may be, in your mind you'll think like, oh, okay, they out, you know what I'm saying, handling their business, working, doing this, doing that. They is. But you never know what goes on behind closed doors. So one day I'm cooling. I end up getting this job. I'm not gonna put my age out there, you know what I'm saying, time frame, whatever, you know what I'm saying. You just gotta hear this story out, right? So I end up getting this job, right? So I get the job, and you know what I'm saying, it's some motherfuckers in that bit working, you know what I'm saying, a couple of Mexicans, you know what I'm saying, mainly black and white. So as we out there, we doing what we do, you know, I smoke the gas, you know what I'm saying. I'm blowing down or whatever, you know what I'm saying. And anytime you smoke, a lot of times when you in that field of play, you can recognize somebody who do what you do. Right now, some dudes is real low key about it. You might fuck around and get in like a little session, be like, "What the hell? I ain't know you smoke." And be like, "Yeah, you know, I'm real low key about it, man. Hell yeah." And then one thing about somebody who do drugs is this right here: they always know how to avoid not getting a drug test on them. All right, it be a lot of guys who work in the warehouses and shit be blowing down high foot, be on their forklift, you feel me? And they always know how not to get a drug test on them. So I'm in that big, you know, I'm thugging. I always make sure I have me some gas on me, you know what I'm saying? I can smoke or whatever the case may be, right? So one day, ball man like, hey bro, you going with this dude, you know what I'm saying, such. I'm like, all right, boom, you know what I'm saying. He was a Mexican dude, which let me not say that. I don't know what he was. I don't know if he was Mexican. I don't know what he was. He just looked different. All right, let me just say that he just looked different. All right, I would have, if I came to him be like, "Now you Mexican," bitch, he'd be like, "Nah, I'm Puerto Rican or something." You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers like be feeling disrespected, like you call them one thing and they not that. You know what I'm saying? So me and him get to chopping it up, you know what I'm saying? We get to talking and whatnot. This, that, and the third. So, you know, he figure out where I'm from, you know, what part of the city I'm from. I find out what part of the city he from, whatever the case may be. We lock in on some shit, right? So as we driving, he like, you smoke? Now, anytime anybody asks you, do you smoke? One thing I learned there, you got to be careful with what you tell certain people, because you never know what somebody's agenda is. You never know who up here playing teacher's pet. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker could be low key about everything they doing. The next thing you know, you get that motherfucking call in the office and they drug test you right on the spot because old boy snitch. And then you know immediately, as soon as they have me, like, man, that bitch fat nigga snitched on me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done been there before. I done been caught up like that before. Like I said, you gotta go through something to learn something. And that's something that I've been through and I learned. I'm just trying to give y'all free game, right? So I'm in that bed. He say, you smoke? And I was like, shit, I don't smoke, Joe, big dog. Like, I don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? Now he was like, nah, I ain't talking about no Joe, but I'm talking about the gas. So he pulled out. Boom, he pulled out the L. And when he pulled out the L, he did no hesitation. This is one thing that caught my eye, that made me realize, like, okay, maybe he ain't on that type of time, or you know what I mean? Motherfucker trying to snitch and shit. So he like, oh, he pulled out the L, he sparked that bitch up. Boom, and I was like, shit, I mean, yeah, you know, I dip and dab a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I smoke or whatever. Now, I'm not finna pull out mine, because in my mind, this for me for when I'm riding home. I'ma just smoke his shit, you feel me? And then I'll repay the favor a little later on. So he like, yeah, boom, pull out, he blowing down. He like, you trying to smoke? I'm like, hell yeah. So we get to smoking, right? He like, man, you know what I'm saying? You got to watch out for a couple motherfuckers up here, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker be tripping and shit, bro. I just stick to myself, you know what I'm saying? You seem like you was a cool dude. That's why I asked you that. He said, if I felt like you weren't no cool dude, I damn sure wouldn't be blowing down in front of you. So I'm like, all right, that's a bet. So we blow down, me and him, blow down. We in a work truck and we went somewhere first before we went to the job site. So we blowing down and shit. After we got done blowing down, he had gave me like a little spray myself down, went and worked. Now, after we get done working, like me and him lock in, you know what I'm saying? He was cool people, got his number. He was like, if you ever need that gas, that good gas, holler at me. Woo. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm all game for this one. I'm a bet. So then, like, after we get back to the yard, you know what I'm saying? He, politic with me a little bit for the motherfuckers I need to look out for and everything. I'm like, cool. Now, when it come down to you smoking gas with somebody, once again, you do not know what people do behind closed doors. I'm just keeping it a bean right now at this point, big dog. You hear me? So, we blow down or whatever, boop. Going about our business, right? Man, probably like 2-3 days later, once again, they're like, hey, you gonna go with this dude. Now in my mind, I'm like, all right, bet this my turn. This my time to return the favor. You blew down with me, I'm gonna blow down with you. Get in the truck, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And there's the same shit. But this time, I'm like, hey, bet, I got something, you know what I'm saying, for you blowing down me last time. I appreciate that. So I'm gonna blow down with you. He like, all right, bet, you spark yours up. I'm gonna spark mine up, and we just gonna do the do. I'm like, bet, like, that's the type of timing I like to see, you feel me? Even though, that first time I had held my shit back. But it's just because I was just trying to peep the vibes on no boy, you feel me? So we blow down. We blow down. Now, the place that we went was kind of far. So we had time to blow down. We had to talk a little bit. Now, remember, I always told y'all, when you smoking with somebody, bro, anytime you smoke, bro, that's when you really find out who this person is. Y'all vibing, y'all kicking it, you know what I'm saying? You a little more loose. You ain't all tense and shit. Y'all laughing, joking, playing. That's what you doing, right? So, after we get done blowing down, bitch, we pull up and they like, oh, y'all gotta wait a little bit. He like, all right. So I'm just cooling on my phone, right? He was like, hey, you ever tried that white girl? And I'm like, shit. Well, I would say, you got some? He like, hell yeah, boom. He tossed me the bag, bitch. Tossed me the bag. Then he taught me like this little board. He's like, bust you down like 2 or 3 lines, bust me down like 2 or 3 lines. Go ahead and do what you gonna do. I'm finna go talk to the people real quick, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna bust mine down. I'm like, all right, bet. So, and I don't condone none of this. I'm just telling y'all, right? So I'm like, all right, bet, boom. So I bust me down. Now, matter of fact, he said bust down 4, 2 for each nostril. You know what I'm saying? That's when I got put on the game with the 2 for each nostril type shit. You feel me? Go ahead, bust you down 4, get you 2 for each nostril. I'm like, all right, bet. So, I done already did that a little bit on the white girl, you feel me? Now, like I said, I don't condone none of this. And, like, sometimes I wish that I didn't choose that route that I did when it came down to drugs, because it's certain things that, you should stay away from, bro. And drugs is one of them. I ain't even gonna hold you. So, I hit my 2. Hey, wait a minute. I knew the dope was good, bro, but when I hit it, and it was like I immediately started sneezing, right? And then everything, like, without no hesitation, I feel the drips. If you don't know what the drips is, that let me know you ain't never did nothing that I'm talking about. And that's a good thing. All right, but the drips is when you hit it, you snort something, bro. The back of your throat, you gonna feel you. It's like you taste whatever you did. All right, in the back of your throat, you gonna taste it. And every time you do this, that's the drips, right? That's letting you know how good the dope was. And every time it's like you catching another high, you catching another wave or whatever you did, right? So he come back in. I'm in that bit like, dude, like, damn, boy, all right. Boom, he bust his down. He was like, how the white girl? I was like, man, that bit, yeah. She was obedient. He started laughing. She said, man, you funny as fuck. Boy, I like you. He said, I'm going to try to get you on my little routes or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So you be in my truck with me all the time. I'm like, man, bet that, my nigga. Bet that, you feel me? So we out there doing this, you know what I'm saying? Boo, boo, boo. Get back out. After me and him high. If I'm talking about we high as fuck. You feel me? And the job, bro, it was like what we were doing. It wasn't really nothing. We just went out there, fixed some little bit of shit, and then left. It was just the drive part, you feel me? So we get done doing what we doing. We get right back in the truck. When we get back in the truck, he like, man, bust you down another 4. Bust me down another 4. I'm finna go get the paperwork. We finna get up out of here. I'm like, bet. So I bust my shit down. I bust his shit down. And then he get in the truck. So then we, you know what I'm saying, catch my line. He catch his line. Now, at this point in time, I'm like, down that crazy fucker. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we out here doing the do with this right here, you know what I'm saying? So me and him get to talking and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And he asking me like little questions, you know what I'm saying? And then around this time is when he asked me, have I ever tried the ice? Now, like I said, I don't want to bust down no timelines or what it may be, but I told him like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I did and dab with it a little bit. It was like, all right, that's a bet because I got some, but I ain't got it on me right now. He said, that's the shit I keep at the crib because, you know, you can never trust motherfucker with that. I'm like, yeah, I feel that. So, man, him get to talking about that part, you know what I'm saying, and what it may be, and we bust down some more lines. So, when we bust down more lines, we doing us, you know what I'm saying? We just thugging in that bit, right? Well, we ended up getting back to the yard or whatever we was at, you know what I'm saying? And like he was the type of dude where he was very generous. He was very generous with what he did. So he was like, hey, babe, I got you some. Oof. Threw me a little bit. I'm like, boy, that love, boy. Then threw me like a little sack. He like, man, just hold that down, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you a cool cat. He was older. He used words like cat. He was like, man, you a cool cat, you know what I'm saying? Boo, boo, well, thank you. Boo. So when I get to high, but that bit down on the low end, you feel me? Ooh, motherfucking weed. You hit me? Good gas, blowing the good gas down, you know what I'm saying? It was love between me and that dude right there. When I would go to work, baby, I go to work. And then like certain places would be like porta potties, you know what I'm saying? Like little porta potties and then like little builders or where we can go into do our thing. And it be times where he'll come around, bro, he'll be like, throw me something. He'd be like, man, you go to the back or something, get your mind right. You know what I'm saying? These motherfucker guys out here working too damn hard. Man, go get your mind right with a woo-woo. I'm like, all right, bet that. That good looking, bro. That good looking. You feel me? Dude was so solid. The dudes he told me to stay away from, I watched them dudes, paid attention to how they moved and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And then it just made me realize, like, okay, this dude's solid. That dude right there, he's solid. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you never know what's going on in a work truck. All right? Once I left that company, I end up going to another company with some black dudes. They are cool, you know what I'm saying? At this point in time, like I said, I'm real big into blowing down. I'm just doing me. I'm just doing King. Well, one day, you know what I'm saying, I see the activities that's going on, not necessarily seeing, but I'm seeing. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I know these dudes smoke, but you can't just walk up to a motherfucker and ask them that. You feel me? Like that, it don't go like that, bro. Motherfucker think you the police, like for real. So I smell the gas. I'm like, damn, them boy blowing. That shit smell good, bro. But I'ma just dip off in the cut and smoke mine, you feel me? So I end up going in the cut, blowing mine down. Well, one of the dudes was like, damn, Bill, I smelt you over there blowing the gas down, whatever. Well, you could have came and asked us. And I was like, man, you know how that go. He's like, yeah, you right. So he was like, look, man, you think you give me a ride to the crib? You can give me a ride to the crib. I'll blow down with you. Now, I had an extra on me. So I always made sure I smoke in the morning. I had something to smoke on, you know what I'm saying, when I'm headed back to the crib. So I'm like, all right, that's a bet. I got you. So shit, what did he do? I take him home. And as I'm taking him home, we're blowing down, you feel me? I'm showing him my beats and everything cordial, right? So as time started to go on, I started to get acclimated with all these dudes that worked up there. And it was only really a couple of them that I really just messed with on that type of time, you feel me? And a lot of times we'll be in a truck full of three. It'd be three of us in the truck, right? Now, it was one dude who didn't smoke, right? And all these dudes have been to prison, right? So you got to think like I'm a youngin'. All these dudes been in prison. All these dudes big on respect, you know what I'm saying? And like, I carried it just like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I carried it just like that. I carried myself with respect, you know what I'm saying? And I never let nobody like play on my top like that. It's been a situation that happened, bro, where one of the supervisors tried to, you know what I'm saying, like, go off on me and say some old slick ass shit, you feel me? And then I had barked back at him and I was letting him know, like, bro, don't come at me like that, bro. It's a respect thing. You don't know nothing about respect. Fuck all that, bro. I ain't trying to hear nothing you talking about, bro. Don't come at me like that. You can come at the white boy like that because he was coming at the white boy like that. There's no disrespect, though. But I'm saying he was coming at the white boy like that and the white boy letting them dog walk him in that bitch, you feel me? Everybody looking at it, though, you feel me? You got to think, these dudes that been in prison, these dudes got that motherfucking convict mindset mindset. You know what I'm saying? A couple of them just got out the pen, you feel me? So when I get the I ain't doing it because everybody looking at me. I had blacked out on shit, man. Him talking, we arguing. I done blacked out, and I'm like, nah, bro, you got me fucked up in here because you not finna talk to me like that, but I got kids, but you know what I mean? So after that end up happening, that's when the dudes was like, okay, we can mess with you. Because you stood your ground on that, you ain't let kinfolk play on your top. I'm like, all right, well, shit, I wasn't gonna let him play on my top regardless, but I ain't know I'll be in audition, bitch, you feel me? So we get to blowing down, these niggas busting down with me on some shit, you feel me? If I ain't got no food for the day, they fuck around, get a nigga something, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about, like, we was on that type of time, and, like, we was just cool, you know what I'm saying? So every day we'll go to work, bitch, we'll be in that bitch blowing down. Every day. We're going to the little place we was working in, blowing down. If we was in the attic, blowing down. Where we was at, blowing down. You know what I'm saying? It was one supervisor who knew we blew down, but he didn't care. And he was doing him, you feel me? So I used to tell them, like, man, y'all think like people be thinking we be blowing down the work truck? And they were like, hell nah, fool. Hell nah, they don't think that, you know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas just think we just be out here working, but we really be blowing down, right? This how I knew too, right here. You never, I'm not gonna say judge a book by its cover, but like, you never know what somebody's doing. Cause when we used to go to the work sites and it was break time, we would be blowing down, right? As we blowing down, the Migos would be fucking roofing or doing construction, and all of them would be over there snorting the white girl, right? And they'd be drinking. Now, one thing I realized real quick was the Migos, they drink and they do the pod and shit, right? And that's how they function at work. When they doing what they doing, you would have never thought these niggas was intoxicated and or high. I promise you that, bro. But just like the blacks, you would have never thought we was on that gag. Cause we in that bit working, we in that bit zoned out, work getting done fast. Ain't nobody really doing too much talking, you know what I'm saying? Cause you just zoned out, motherfucker might be in that bit singing or whatever the case may be, just vibing, bro. But that's when I realized real quick, like, you never know what somebody doing when you see that work truck pass by. When you see a couple niggas in the truck and they in their work truck and they going to go cut the grass or going to go do roofing or going to go do insulation on the house or going to go, you know what I'm saying? You never know. The mailman, whoever, you know what I'm saying? UPS drivers. You know, you never know what motherfuckers doing when they doing what they do. You see what I'm saying? Ever. I'm talking about nigga be a UPS man, some nigga delivering packages all day, but he got that goddamn weed pen on him and he blowing that bitch down. Why? Cause motherfuckers know, like, damn, babe, I've been out here all day. I'm trying to goddamn me catch an edge or something, you feel me? Never judge a book by its cover. And I'm not gonna say like be out in the motherfucker business, like pay attention to what's going on, but you have to realize that it could be you. You can be at a workplace where it's professional. You feel me? You fuck around, get cool with somebody, this motherfucker be like top dog in that bit, right? Y'all in suit and ties and the business and all that, right? You get cool with him, then you realize he snort the white girl. You be like, what? I ain't know you. You know what I mean? He fuck around that bit eating shrooms. You feel me? Then go to the meeting, calm, cool, and collective. Right? Y'all seen that one coach that played for Miami, he got fired because his ass recorded that video of him snorting that white girl on the table, recording the video for his old lady, talking about, I miss you. This ain't me snitching on nothing. I seen it. And that dude got fired for that. But that was a NFL coach in his office snorting the white girl off the table. Hitler dumbass recorded it, got leaked out somehow, some way, lost his job. But you would have never in your life expected for an NFL coach to be in his office snorting a white girl. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's so many things that people do behind closed doors that'll blow your mind. And me seeing different, like, work trucks, me seeing different vehicles, especially like right now while I'm on the road. Right now while I'm on the road, it ain't no telling what them truck drivers be doing in that bit. You might catch a nigga, his ass might be cross country, his ass might be, you know what I'm saying, on long loads. He might be on that ice just to keep him up. You know that ice and that white girl, that bitch gonna keep you up. You feel me? Like I said, I don't condone in this. I'm just giving y'all a brief breakdown, right? See, now the white girl, that shit only gonna last 10, 20 minutes. The high. Then after that, you gonna be like, okay, I need another line. But that ice, shit. You do good enough for that bowl. I promise you ain't gonna be geeking for a minute. You hear me? It ain't no 10, 20 minutes. No, it's hours, days, geeking up. You feel me? You can do a bowl, bitch. You can do one whole bowl. Motherfucker give you like 2 nice ass little crystals. You put that bitch in there. You know what I'm saying? You preheat it. Let it goddamn me. You know what I'm saying? Form it to the liquid. You roll your bowl so that way it's stick in a certain spot that you want to, preferably at the bottom of the bowl. Like I said, I don't condone this. I'm just telling y'all, you know what I'm saying? And then you fuck around, hit that one bowl, and you just be in that big geeking, you know what I'm saying? Blowing down. Blowing down. Big stupid clouds, you feel me? I promise you, bro, your ass gonna be up for 3 days off that one bowl, bitch. 3-4 days off that one bowl, bitch. No eating, no nothing. You just thugging, you know what I'm saying? These are facts, you know what I'm saying? So you never know what somebody doing, bro. You never know what the next man or woman is doing, you know what I'm saying? Best thing is to always mind your business. But in certain situations, you might see something, be like, I ain't know y'all were getting down like that. Yeah, right? You gotta think, when I was working for that grass cutting place, the first grass cutting place I worked at, we were blowing down that bit. The second grass cutting place I was working at, we were blowing down that motherfucker. I'm talking about we were blowing down so hard, but we'd be on the side of the road in front of the apartment complex blowing down. You know what I'm saying? Playing squares with a tennis ball. You feel me? Like, I'm talking about, like, we were so active with this shit, but we was in that bit blowing down, playing motherfucking baseball, playing football. You know what I'm saying? We were just doing us, bro. But nobody ever expected for the lawn service guys to be out there blowing down in their apartment complex. You don't expect that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter how you slice it or dice it, nobody expecting that for the roofer guys to be on their break on top of the roof blowing down. Nobody expect for the plumber man to be getting done snaking out your motherfucking plumbing and shit. Then he went on here, break out here truck, and he blew down, or he smoked, or he was on the white girl, or he, you know what I'm saying, on the ice, or whatever the case may be on the shroom. Nobody is expecting for the motherfucking janitor at your school to be on break getting high. Nobody. You see what I'm saying? But I done been in a couple situations to where it's like, damn, like, that's crazy, because I ain't think, like, with your profession that you was really out here doing that. Nobody was expecting for that Miami Dolphin coach to goddamn me, you know what I mean? Boop, and then the video come out, we see him snorting dope off the table and shit, but you got players out there that depend on you. Nobody is expecting for anybody to be doing something in a profession or whatever the case may be, but guess what? Motherfuckers doing it. Motherfucker is doing it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And get what? They not trying to get caught. You see what I'm saying? Now, it's a couple motherfuckers, you know, like, I was at a warehouse, you know what I'm saying? Then when I first came out here to Texas, I'm in a warehouse, and the little Asian dude, you know what I'm saying, he doing his thing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And, like, ain't nobody ever questioned the little Asian dude. Damn, it's 2 cops, like, a block down. I wonder what they got going. Look at me being nosy and shit. They just sitting there though, you feel me? I don't know what they got going, but I get they got somebody. Anyway, so the little Asian dude, I used to be like, hey, be like, you Chinese. He got offended. This why I say you gotta make sure you know who you talking to and what it is, bro. Don't just be going up to somebody and be like, oh, you Mexican. They like, nah, nigga, I'm Puerto Rican. Like, they feel disrespect. I'm like, hey, bitch, you Chinese? He like, Chinese? What the fuck? I'm Laos. I ain't know what Laos was, big dog. It was 2 of them in that bitch that were Laos, you feel me? But they look, that nigga looked like he was supposed to be off Tokyo Drift. I swear to God, you feel me? He used to eat like the old boy and everything, you feel me? Like, all the time his ass be snacking and shit, right? So he blew down though. Like I can spot a smoker, bro. He's going that bit. He had the glasses on and shit, you feel me? But like his eye was hella low. Every time he come back from break, his ass be cruising on his little forklift and shit, you feel me? And so one day we was off in that bit, and it was this dude named, I'm gonna say his nickname, you feel me? Everybody call him Big Cat. So Cat was like, hey, let me holler at you, Key. I'm like, what's up? He like, look, man, I wasn't born yesterday, bro. I know these dudes be running around here smoking or whatever the case may be. He was like, look, stay away from these dudes, you know what I'm saying? Because these dudes will get you caught up whooping the third. Now, he was giving me free game. Now, I did feel like at that point in time, I'm like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm 23 years old. Like, I done been through enough in life, be like, you don't even know I just came down off the dope, you feel me? But like, I done been through enough to where it's like, okay, I understand what you're saying, I appreciate the free game you giving me, but like, I ain't no kid. Like, you see what I'm saying? I uphill went all the way, you feel me? So I'm like, all right, that's a bet. Then he gonna say, yeah, because then he was like, yeah, because any one of them hit something or do anything, I'm going to get their ass a drug test, and I know they going to feel that motherfucker. So in my mind, I'm like, damn, that crazy. Like, you know what I mean? But that's your job, though. I can't knock you. That's your job, you feel me? So me and old boy get to chopping it up, and he fuck around and almost mess up. You feel me? He fucking around. But like I said, anytime somebody doing something they know they ain't got no business doing, they always know how to avoid not getting that drug test on them. You feel me? So he fucked around, got up out that jam, and then he brought the forklift, the pallet, you know what I'm saying, down from up top. You know what I'm saying? He was sweating and shit, you feel me? I'm watching him while he's doing it. And he's like, man, I can't even fuck that right now, bro. I gotta shake back, you feel me? He done went to the bathroom, hit his little vape pen, came back, and he was good, you feel me? But you would never think that the forklift driver off in the warehouse getting high. You see what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it a bean, dog. Like, never judge a book by its cover, and you never know what's going on, bro. You never know what a motherfucker really got his hands into, you feel me? Until you start dipping and dabbing in they little field of play. The next thing you know, for some odd ass reason, y'all worlds intertwine. And that's when you be like, what? I ain't know you got down like that, bitch. I ain't know you got down like that either. Shit, touche. You feel me? But look, man, we only ask for three things, man. Guidance, knowledge, and wisdom. And if it ain't that, man, I already know what time it is with me over here. Until next time. Now, I appreciate everybody who's been rocking my videos, you feel me? I appreciate everybody who just tapped into the kid. Man, like I said, I'm going to just keep dropping bangers after banger after banger, you know what I mean? Like, it's just it. Ain't nothing gonna stop me but me, you feel me? I ain't in no competition with nobody. I don't give a damn about this dude over here been doing it the same amount of time as me, and he already got 3,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? That's that man journey. That's what he going through, you know what I'm saying? Salute to anybody who out there doing their thing, especially when it come down to something like this, because at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying? You got to market your own self. This is your own business. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you put into it is what you get out of it. That's one thing I'm realizing about this. So I'm not worried about the next man. Like, oh, we've been doing YouTube the same amount of time. He been doing YouTube going on a year, just like I've been doing YouTube going on a year. But he got 4,000 more subscribers than I do. Whoop in the third. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's his journey. This is my journey. My journey is going to be different from anybody else's journey. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking at like, oh, maybe I got to put in more hard work. Now, like, this is me. This is key. Whatever I get up out of it, that's what I'm getting up out of it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, I'm proud of myself, you know. I'm proud that I'm doing this. I'm proud that I ain't stopped, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to stop. I'm proud that it's going on a year, and I'm still able to push out good content and just, you know what I'm saying, give y'all guidance, knowledge, and wisdom. That's my whole thing, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing going to stop me but me. So, and I'm not in competition with nobody. And you should not be in competition with nobody. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, what you worried about another man or another woman for? You know what I'm saying? Nobody putting food on your table. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes ain't making sure you good. These dudes don't even know who you is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even if they do know who you is and you cool with that person, bro, you should never look at somebody like that competition. You know what I'm saying? One thing I learned is if you gonna look at somebody to make you better. You know what I'm saying? Look at that person like, damn, they doing their thing. Let me get a piece of game from them and see how I can, you know what I'm saying, sharpen up my blade. Because iron sharpens iron each and every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a bean, dog.